Hello, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2. We are currently in the Nord Highlands on a quest. I can't remember the buttons. For a monster. This is the main reason we're here. We've located 2 students, but one of them is not going back to the ship with us because they're investigating spirits or something. So now, time to talk with the people in the cabin, and maybe something will happen this episode. It's been a while since anything especially interesting has happened in this game, and I'm hoping it gets more interesting. Welcome home, guys, and thank you for coming. Hello, Elder. It's good to be back again. You've been keeping yourselves mighty busy since you left, haven't you? We've heard all about you flying around on the Courageous. How? It's been 1, maybe 2 days. Who is sharing this information with them? Like, information just sort of gets to people. They don't explain that Gwyn got called on his Arcus unit, that they've been flying around on it for any amount of time. Like, it should be, we heard from Prince Oliver that you've been flying around on the Courageous. Just 2 more words, or just one name, and it would be a little bit better. Oh, keeping your ears to the ground, I see. The Courageous has been a huge help too, and it's all thanks to Prince Oliver that we finally have a means to make our ideals a reality. He placed his hope for Erebonia's future in us, and we're going to do everything possible to ensure that hope isn't misplaced. Well, he couldn't have entrusted Erebonia's future in finer hands. I bet there's several people that would have been better, but whatever. Speaking of, there is something we'd like your help with. Is this about that large monster? Might I ask how Dad came to be absent at a time like this to begin with? Well, on one hand, this land is no longer plagued with war since the Noble Alliance has left. While on the other hand, the monsters here have grown restless. We haven't a clue why, but as a result, Locken has been forced to go and patrol more often than before. I see. Makes sense to me. And as if a huge monster showing up while he's away wasn't bad enough, the monster in question is strange, to say the least. You know, if while he's patrolling, a monster can show up and other people notice it first, it's not a good patrol route, right? Like, if the purpose is him patrolling to make sure monsters don't get to the settlement and kill people, he's not doing a very good job of it. If the people at the settlement find a dangerous monster first. Strange to say the least. I couldn't say for sure, but it's possible it's another cryptid. And if that is the case, it may be a sign that things here aren't yet back to normal after all. Except you already said that monsters were more restless, so it isn't back to normal. But whatever. Oh no. That does sound like something we can't ignore. And we can't pretend this has nothing to do with us when the cause could very well be the chaos in Erebonia itself. We'd be more than happy to accept your request. I concur. Yes, you totally needed to interject. Thank you very much. It was last sighted in the northern part of the Highlands, right in front of that giant statue. Given how little we know about it, you should approach it with great caution. Of course. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head out. Monster time. It's basically go to a boss. I imagine it will be weird. Can I motorcycle? Or I can just do this.
Let's get going.
And I think horse control's better, in my opinion. I'm not actually certain which is faster. No, I think that turtle is a repeat enemy. I don't think there's any new enemies that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Actually, let's make sure I'm pretty sure I have it set up. Yeah. I don't know the radius. I don't know if his buff will be able to reach them here, though. I didn't think about it last time. Hopefully it can. If not, I'll adjust it after the fight. It's one of these things again. Is that what I think it is? A magic knight. Whoa, what's that? You know what it is, Reen? You could say that. Reen described to his classmates his last encounter, but it's not moving yet. So, they could call Valimar and just have him push it in the lake. Maybe it then wouldn't be a danger. It doesn't seem to be the same one that we fought near Ymir. But that doesn't matter. No ordinary human would stand a chance against it. If it were to attack the settlement. We're not gonna let that happen. We can't allow it to get any closer to the settlement. Please, lend me your strength. Right. Pretty goofy. It's very tall. Okay. It's almost certainly immune to instant death. It's immune to KO.
Beginning mission.
Good start.
Your turn.
How was she able to reach?
My turn.
Okay, you're gonna noble command.
Now's our.
Here I go.
You're going to detect. Oh, it only has 99,000. It's actually so weak.
The enemy's vitals.
Unless it takes a different amount of damage. Like, unless it takes reduced damage from everything. That's really weak. Okay, yeah, it can't be debuffed. Or it can. But no stat downs. It's very easy to unbalance.
My turn.
Do I just be boring? Yeah, let's be boring.
Overdrive.
I'll handle it.
This will crit
Here I go.
because she's stealthed. 15,000? Yeah, that's boring, but it's
Let's move.
productive.
Yeah. Here I go.
I could overdrive again instantly. That's kind of fun. Yeah, no buffs. Let's just run in.
Ha! Now's our chance. Let's.
I'll handle it. Ha! Yeah. Now.
Yeah, the
Got you.
concealing wind's really good. Strength up, defense up, that's the classic.
It's my turn.
She will use an art. I'm assuming it's immune to suction, so I can't move it. Might as well go for damage.
My turn.
Oh, they're all in the AoE.
Now's our
Perfect.
chance. Don't
Oh,
let it pass.
except Reen got
Understood.
3 turns in a row, so his
My
buff
turn.
wore off instantly. It's a classic. Is he gonna delay? No,
Now!
but that's fine.
You're done. Okay. Now.
That was actually
Too slow.
a good hit. Because he might have been a little bit further forward than I
Let's
thought
move.
he should be.
Now.
My turn.
Why? is Reen so fast?
Got it.
Like, Reen is
handle
very
this.
quick.
Now's our chance.
Here I go.
There's a chance Reen dies here.
Arcus activate. My turn.
Oh no, he's fine. Actually, Reen has a 90% chance to impede with every craft he uses, so...
Beginning.
Allow me.
18,000 damage.
My turn.
I mean, technically I should use an actual impede, but I'm gonna bet on the 90% chance. Oh. Can't roll the 90% if you just miss the attack.
Sorry, everyone.
Wait, did her going into
Very well.
stealth retarget it to Reen? Is that what happened? Anyway, you're swapping for... Hopefully I
leave this
have
to you.
the
I'll
revive
try
on
at
him.
least.
Arcus activate.
My turn. Of course.
Then Volcanic Rain should be lethal.
Ah,
Reen will be
Try
alive,
this.
so he won't miss out on experience.
Thanks.
I don't think I verified their Master Quartzes, though, so I might not have the ones I want equipped. Craft Get. Resonant Beat. Large area. So it's a buffed version of his... Shouldn't it be like Craft Improved? Because that's the same thing. It just has a larger area? It might be 5% more HP regen. I don't think it is, though. But that's like his craft he's had since the start of the first game. It's not get, it's improve, but... Pant. I don't know how we won, but we did. It was tough. The settlement should be safe now, at least. What they really should do is carefully chop apart the Magic Knight as best they can, instead of leaving it here in a pose that it can recover. Thanks, guys. Really, I wouldn't have been able to defeat it alone. You didn't even help. What a truly fearsome creature. Why did it appear here, I wonder? Reen, you said you fought one in Ymir. Near Ymir. Could there be some reason behind them? I couldn't even hazard a guess. Still, I get the feeling their power is increasing over time. Such a large sample size to judge that their power is increasing over time. You fought two of them. You fought one, and now you fought another. This one could just be stronger than the first one. Like, this logic is garbage. It's going to be correct. Their power is going to be increasing over time, but the logic doesn't exist. But don't take that seriously. It's just a gut feeling, so it could be wrong, but... You may be right. Them appearing in two places, one after another, like this, almost makes it seem like they've awoken from a long slumber. How do you know it's been a long slumber? How do you know they haven't been awake somewhere outside of human interference? You know nothing. And now they've started wandering around. I may be overthinking things, though. I wonder if they have something to do with whatever's happening in the shadows of this war. I wish we could look into this more, but... Phase 2? Or no, someone's gonna jump in and save us, is my guess. You really don't need to make controllers shake for that type of thing. How can it get back up? You were overconfident, and you thought that despite the fact that it went down into a pose, you thought that it was dead. But no, it was just resting. Alamar does that all the time. How can it get back up? That's impossible. We defeated it. We decided that we had defeated it. There was no proof. Crap. If it attacks while our formation is like this, we're screwed. Ha. What? Okay, that's questionable. He hits it once, and boom, it's gone. Fall back. Ooh, like he's strong and all, but he only hit it once. Like, come on. Now the second hit, you can agree with that. The first hit, though. See, it disappeared now. That means it's dead. Dead? You also don't really need to fall back if he kills it in one hit. Like, why say fall back if you're gonna kill it? I'm glad I made it in time. Yeah, it's the classic Class 7 being overconfident, but it never actually bites them. They never suffer the consequences of their overconfidence. Or they don't suffer it as much as it seems like they should. Together with Lacan, Class 7 confirmed that for certain that the Magic Knight had been slain before returning to the settlement. They definitely would have left it, and it definitely would have killed people. And that would have made for a more interesting story. But it wouldn't fit the tone. God, it would be funny if they thought they took care of it. No one died after. It got back up, but Lacan was coincidentally back at the village, and he took care of it. And they didn't hold it against them, but they're like, you better be careful in the future. Actually make sure it's dead. It's not really alive. But, so that's what happened. It sounds as though that thing posed quite the challenge. Those magic knights you mentioned are tricky bastards. And while I'm curious as to what caused it to appear now of all times, for now, I'm simply content to see that you're all safe. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't bring Alyssa, because it would probably have a bunch of meaningless comments by Gwen. Tell me about it. We owe that to Lacan. I really don't know how to pronounce this. Indeed. If you hadn't come when he did, I don't even want to think about it. Reen would have summoned his mech, and everything would have been fine, because plot. The spearmanship of Nord is truly impressive. Haha, Lacan's the strongest spearman here in Nord. I've heard as much myself. I wonder who would come out on top in a battle between him and Lieutenant General Vander. I think you're overselling my abilities. I'm still no match for our ancestors who fought alongside Emperor Dreichels, and you're only getting older. In addition, I believe Wallace of the Noble Alliance has a much higher degree of skill than I do as well. I don't know what it is he fights for, but regardless, I can't afford to be overconfident in my abilities in turn. I need to know who Wallace is. I do not remember this specific name. It's such a generic name. That's true enough. But if I just search Wallace, the first image that shows up is Wallace and Gromit. Well, but Wallace of Wallace and Gromit. Oh yeah, so it was the guy that was just introduced, who was one of the two people who had Nord ancestry, which is why he's referring to him. That's true enough. After witnessing just how strong you are, though, it's scary to think there could be someone out there who's even stronger. Oh, God, there's so many people that are stronger than him. Like, you already know that McBurn is crazy strong. Why do you think that just because he was able to fight a knight, oh, it's crazy, it's scary to think that there's someone out there who's even stronger when McBurn's stronger. And then there's the Steel Maiden who's compared to McBurn as being equally strong. There's the Radiant Blade Master, is that his name? There's plenty of people who are at least similar strength, if not stronger, than Lacan. Like, I can only hope he won't use our spearmanship to threaten Nord. But whether he does or not, I can't afford to remain complacent. Same here. Well, there's no point in worrying about things before they've happened. What you can do now is take things one step at a time. Yeah, that's exactly what we intend to do. There's no doubt we have room for improvement, but still, I'm glad we were able to help with things here. Except, if they hadn't done anything, Locken would have shown up there probably, seen the monster, and killed it by himself. So they didn't need to do anything. They were useless. Indeed, you have my thanks. It's not much, but please accept these. If anything else should happen, we'll be sure to call upon you again. Please do. We'll always be happy to help. May the winds and the goddess guide your path. Yeah, they just kind of didn't do anything, because Locken showed up at the perfect time to save them. So, the fight didn't last very long.
Let's get going.
Which means that... Yeah, I need to go to the quarry, apparently.
Yeah!
And, like, the fight didn't last long, which means Locken was nearby. Sure, he might have been drawn by the fighting, but if he was nearby, he either would have seen the knight, or would have gone back to the village and been told about the knight. So, us helping, not important. If we weren't there, they would have been fine. Okay, I just want to check if there's fishing
This spot
here.
looks perfect for fishing.
I think not. Yeah, because the other one didn't refresh.
Let's get going. Yeah!
Into the quarry. Person. Clara? What? It's the art girl? Oh! Yeah! Last time we were here, there was a tent and we were like, oh, we don't have time to figure out what's up with the tent. It must have been her the whole time. That's fun. I like that. That's a good detail.
Ha!
Whoops. Hey, aren't you Clara? Clara? Let's go Clara. Clara? Oh, it's you, Wurzel. I see you've got your classmates with you. What are you doing here? Funny, we could ask you the same thing. What are you doing out here all alone? Have you been living out here or something? Well, I followed you guys after you left the academy and ended up settling here. I've been focusing on my art ever since. Don't have to think about the war here or anything. It's perfect. How very like you, Clara. Clara. Perhaps I have the winds to thank for our reunion. Actually, now that we've found you, Reen explained that they were looking for academy students to come and fight with them on board the Courageous. Yet, she just said, don't have to think about the war here. So, character-wise, she probably shouldn't join us to help fight the war. She should be focused on her art. Does that make her a worse person? I don't know. Not wanting to risk your life is reasonable. But she's going to join us. So you're the ones flying that thing. Sure, I'll join you. On your one condition. What would that be? This area is supposed to be a quarry. And as you'd expect, you can find high quality stone around here. I need some for my next big project, but it's too dangerous for me to go in there. So, you guys are going to get some in my place. You want us to get you rocks. Reen? I don't think Reen's the type of person to say, you want us to get you rocks. Like, he would understand the concept of sculpting. Like, he's not the type of person to make this comment. Machius, maybe. Milliam, definitely. But she wouldn't say it skeptically. She'd be, you want us to get you rocks? She'd say it curiously. But Reen, this is skeptical. The ... the ellipses suggests he's skeptical of why she wants rocks. He thinks it's weird that an artist who sculpts stone wants rocks. You'd think we weren't smack dab in the middle of a war here. I mean, time-wise, you are in the middle of a war. Positionally, you're not. You're about as far from the war as you can get. So, you aren't smack dab in the middle of a war. Spatially. You have your priorities, I have mine. War or no war, my art comes first. If I can't create, that's only going to distract me, which I can't imagine would make me very productive for you, Should we help her out? You got yourself a deal, Clara. Bringing you one big one should be fine, right? Yeah, should be. I'll wait for you right here. Well, let's get this over with. Kind of wish we just didn't. It's also kind of messed up. It is technically a quarry, but it's a... If in the modern Earth... What the... I hate this. In the modern Earth, you wouldn't be allowed to harvest stone from a place like this. It would be like a national heritage site. You wouldn't be able to just take stones off like the pyramids and stuff. Kind of weird being here again after what went down last time. The strange wind still seems to be just as prevalent too. We've been through here once before. We should be fine if we proceed with caution. The higher elements still seem to be in effect too. Well, we're going in. Hopefully we'll be able to find something Clara can work with. There's a lot of stuff. Trial chest. Heal point. That's an impractical quarry. Monster chest? I can't remember if the red is monster chest. I don't know why. I'm not certain. So yeah, I need to go to that 7. I need to go to the one at the top last. It's a weird... if you were quarrying, would you really have rounded surfaces like this? And it could be worn down with time, but it wouldn't be this, like, symmetrical if it was worn down with time, right?
Okay.
God Ripper.
Here I go.
One shot them all. Nope.
Here I go.
I need a ground target one if possible. But I can't get a ground target. Let's just aim there.
Okay.
So, yeah, Resonant Beat is still just Resonant Beat. It's just bigger.
Keep it up, everyone.
Okay, they moved in a good location. Do I want to move forward? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they should be mostly dealt with here. Yeah.
My turn.
The burn should kill the guy on the right on his turn. He might hit first, but...
Too slow.
Oh, vampiric. They're gonna heal, so they're not actually dead necessarily.
Let's move.
Okay, they didn't heal.
Okay. It's my turn.
I need to swap out Elliot, probably.
Right.
They're gonna heal anyway.
I'll handle.
Let's move.
It's my
Right.
Just trying to get craft points,
Okay.
basically.
Here I go. That's that. I did it. I'm just
Oh
getting
yeah,
started.
Master Quartz. I wanted to check those. Megalith. Falco is good. Criminal, yes. Mobius, yes. Wing. Wasted experience. There's a few more important ones though. So I'm fine with... Juggler's good, but... it's probably not good against actual bosses, so... Murakumo. Attacks and crafts deal critical damage % of the time. I kind of think I'll equip that on her for now. Long term I won't use that. I'll probably, you know, stack evasion on her. But yeah, I only use this for the S-craft burst in a singular fight. Cannon, scepter. Actually, with overdrive, something like Tauros is super good. Because even if the character is incredibly delayed, if they're connected with a fast character who can overdrive again, you can get another craft off very easily. Like that actually really raises the value of that. Cannon, scepter, neither of those are that good. Nope. Nope. Definitely already leveling. I don't like Mistral. Thor could be fun, but it's probably not very good. I might level it if once I hit max with other ones, but until then, Raven's probably good, but I'm not a fan. Actually, I probably should use Raven on Reen if I'm using him for delay, but it's boring. Okay, so I will level Falco. And probably give him actual equipment, huh? Move and... Leg breaker. We need Earth. Sure, Crest R. Attack 1. I didn't unequip everyone. So I'm gonna have to unequip everyone that I'm not using actively. Action. No, Dragon Vision's so bad. Oh, equipped character only. That's so bad. Like, all these equipped character only things just make them pointless. Do I have EP regen? I do not. She should have Ingenuity, but he does not have EP regen. Let's get rid of Hydro Cannon for Invigorate. Though again, this is not the setup I want. I want that. And because Reen went down and died, he's not linked anymore. From a bond point perspective, I should have Reen linked with Emma. But from a gameplay perspective, Emma and Eusis are perfect for each other because they are... I mean, Eusis provides an arts benefit.
My turn.
He'll use this just for the speed.
Okay.
She will swap out
I'll try at least.
and heal Eusis, basically.
Analyze.
My turn. Very well.
Then he will do nothing.
Let's move.
He will attack this guy.
Here I go.
She will scan the spider,
Very well.
and then it's over.
Right.
I hate
My
Vanish.
turn. That's that.
Okay. And then I have to rechange the setup. It's just so silly that it changes. Like, I wish it didn't save when you swapped mid-battle. Well, we're combatants? Is this determined by people I chose, or did I coincidentally have all 4 of them selected? Because this was not an intentional choice. Does it adjust based on who you bring? No, it doesn't. I'm looking at a list and it's Emma, Eusis, Fee, Guy as always. That's funny. That I actually brought them. Like, I didn't read ahead for that.
You're in my way.
This is gonna go very poorly.
Beginning.
All right.
He had a good one, right? Yeah, this. Does he have a delay? He does. Yeah, let's hit those guys
Now.
first.
Here I go.
Hit him with not this one. They're weak to time. But the best choice is aerial because it can hit all of them, and it's 120.
Arc is out.
Very well.
Okay. Noble command.
Now.
Kill them all.
What?
Killed most of
I'll
them.
handle it. Here. Now.
All right.
It's kind of weird that they totally ignore Gaius.
Of course. I'll handle it.
chance.
Like,
I won't lose to the likes of you.
they're not targeting Gaius at all. I just don't want him to die.
I'm so glad.
I'm just getting started.
Done.
So who are they all gonna be able to overdrive with one another? Yeah, that's good. This is too many people. HP EP fully restored. Thanks for the heal.
Ha! Ha! Si! Ha! 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 Si! Ha! Si! Ha! Bring it up.
My turn.
Now I have to
I'll
regenerate
handle it.
craft points by just attacking stuff.
Let's move.
Of course.
Ah, poison.
Okay, got it.
Very. What a waste of our time.
Yep. Eustace is correct. What a waste of our time.
Si!
Advantage is ours. Okay.
I think sweep might be a net gain of craft points if I hit 5 people.
Eliminating targets. Got it.
Might not have been. It was in the
My
end,
turn.
not a loss. Rapid Thrust is not AoE. Runeblade is AoE. He is at 40 right now. He does that, he's at 35. It is not a net gain. Spirit Unification.
Now!
I should have probably bursted
It's
there.
my turn.
Wait, have I scanned these? I think I have.
Arcus. Okay.
Here I go.
Of course.
My turn. This is it.
Let's move.
It's my turn.
I've got it.
Kind of weird, but I need to regen craft points. Wow, a door. Wow, we've gotten a chest here before.
Oh, that's a fine.
Who restocked it? Wow, volcanic rain. I definitely haven't had that for the last chapter. Why volcanic rain now? Like, why not something interesting?
Si! Now,
Okay. Got it.
my turn.
Should have bursted.
Now's our time.
Here I go.
Very.
Okay.
Here I go.
Who do I
Of
have
course.
with
My turn.
My turn.
the
I'll handle it.
craft
What a
point
waste of
regen
that.
gear equipped? Do I have it? Do I have it equipped on someone that I didn't bring? I mean, I should equip this on one of them, but I don't have the regen. Do I? I do. Good. Okay. Black. I mean, this setup's probably never going to change for him. It's going to be Black Virtue for the delay and impede, but cancel art. So it's not actually an impede because it won't apply to craft, I assume. And the recovery for better delay spam. Though regen might be better, I'm not,
My
depending, but
Now.
Here I go.
so he's at 200, he hits 2, and
Of
he
course.
loses 20 total.
Very.
Okay.
Here I go.
Very well.
Hate
What a
vanish.
waste of our time.
It's never that beneficial to the
just
to the
getting started.
player. Turn around. Turn around. I'm not gonna be looking at you. I'm gonna be looking at. Oh, okay.
You're in.
I'll handle it. Here. Now.
Okay, perfect. It killed one of
Here
them.
I go.
My turn.
Here I go. Okay.
I'm gonna need to heal Fee, but
My turn. Okay.
I should just heal out of combat. What am I doing? Actually, he is not in the active party. If I use breath a bunch, he will be at 654. If I sit for a second and check again, he does not regen because he's not out in the field. Which is silly.
Treasure chest is absolutely.
but it's reasonable-ish.
Hostiles.
Instant laser
My
beam.
turn.
There's actually a boss in this area. I know that for a fact.
Here goes.
But I'm gonna use one. Because frankly, the laser spam is really annoying.
Let's move. Now.
I'll handle it. Here I go.
Now.
My turn.
Let's move.
Of course. My target's eliminated.
Vanish. Never good. You never want Vanish. Ooh, Pandora. I probably don't want that, but Pandora. More damaging, but more expensive for arts. Okay, so this is 50% damage increase, and it costs 50% more. And they can inflict abnormalities. Criminal is 50% chance to deal 1.5x damage, which is a 25% damage increase on average. Which, like, it doesn't cost more. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if when you have Mobius maxed out, so that you can restore, like, way more EP, if Pandora is better for spamming high-cost arts. But I think 25% more damage and not costing more is probably going to be better for most of the game, but I could be wrong. Like, until I can restore EP effectively, though actually if I brought Machias, he has like a 60% EP restore, 30, 60, something like that, on his craft, so it's possible that if you brought Machias, Pandora would be better in every way, because you can just use Machias to restore and you won't have to worry. But I don't know. And a random status abnormality versus Nightmare is definitely debatable, but also it doesn't really matter because against enemies that you will care about, Nightmare and a status abnormality, they're never going to apply. So it's a moot point. It will only be useful against enemies that are already weak and can be debuffed, and generally you don't need to worry about those. I'll see how Pandora scales though.
This might actually be a challenge. Good. I'll handle this.
Classic. Summons. Noble Command. Is Lord Alberon full AoE? Okay, because if it's an all AoE, I probably should use it soon.
I'll handle it.
List of Master Quartz. You will... Concealing Wind. No, you won't. You will attack here? No, you'll attack here in the hopes that you are the focus instead of Emma, who I don't want to have die.
Let's move.
I will have to scan enemies. Those are the same. I need to scan that one. I don't know if this is even worth using, because it might be worth more to just focus on using an S-Craft. Like, Overdrive S-Craft might be better. Oh, and it's a critical turn? Absolutely. This shouldn't one-shot the boss. Like, there's no way it kills the boss in one hit. It has 110,000. This should be fine. 21,000 AT delay.
My turn.
You will just use a craft in the hopes of killing some of them.
Eliminating tar- Got it.
And we'll burst, and that should kill all the rest.
Let's move.
Easy. You'll just use analyze
Yeah.
so that I can delay.
Of course.
Because yeah, 50% stat down. I don't know if the stat down would have applied. Fire is the best I can do because I don't have a good water. Volcanic rain will hit harder
Arcus
probably.
activate. Now.
Let's move.
Wait, what's the delay? 20%? Guess what? Delay. Didn't apply. Wow, enemy spam. What a classic.
Now. Ah,
My turn.
He buffs.
Now,
it's my turn.
She blows them all up again. None of them should move.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
Okay.
Does she have any good arts? Breath? Sure.
Arcus activate.
It should be like a lot of damage. 12,000 to the main boss?
I
Thank
suppose I
you.
should
Thank
thank
you
you.
very much.
I kind of want to use Spirit Unification.
My turn.
They need to be buffed again.
Now,
I'll handle it. Now. It's my turn.
You will shoot them.
Ah,
Big damage.
Okay.
18,000 on a crit.
My turn.
my turn.
You need to Noble Command again.
Now's our.
of course.
Critical. You're not going to be able to hit the critical.
Arcus my turn.
It's going to die before he even uses the Unification, huh?
Now.
Let's move.
Let's use it. Just to sort of see the implications in this context for fighting.
Let's move.
Doesn't really do much, huh?
Sit.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much meaningful. He's dead.
Now.
Bit of a nothing boss. Main gimmick is summoning stuff. All the summons died in 1 to 2 hit. I think Green Silver Hair looks really bad with
We should be
his
safe now.
jacket, and the hair looks really bad. I'm not a fashion person, but it just looks unpleasant. 70% chance evasion. That's good.
I did it.
Level 80.
Success. I feel stronger than ever.
That should suffice.
So their agility is going up. Agility is evasion, right?
I've got it.
Or agility is a factor in evasion, isn't it? He got an upgraded... Oh, cool. I like that. So Detector Alpha and Emma's Detector Beta, he debuffs their offensive ability. She debuffs their defensive ability. I like the distinction. It fits with their craft. It fits with how I've been playing them. Wonderful.
I'm just getting started.
I really like that. It's well thought out. Strange. Is it me, or did that thing resemble the one we fought during our field study? I don't even remember. It's possible the two are related. Anyway, it looks like we found what we came for. That spider must have swallowed it. Gross. I can believe it. The evil Jinn was said to have a taste for rock, after all. We should get this back to Clara. Yeah, let's just hope it's up to her standards. It's gonna surpass her standards because of the stomach acid? I don't know if spiders have stomach acid. I don't know enough about how spiders consume stuff. Like, I'm aware of spiders that would inject goop into their victims. It liquefies and then they drink it. So I'm not sure if spiders need stomach acid. But anyway, that's that. This is about as good as I could have hoped for, I'd say. So it doesn't surpass our expectation. I should be able to make my finest work yet with this. A horse again. Time to get right to work improving my work area. But wait a minute, we had a trade kind of thing going on, remember? You're supposed to join us. Eh? Oh, right. Forgot about that. Oh, boy. Don't take it personally. She just has major tunnel vision when it comes to her art. It's a pleasure to welcome you on board, Clara. Clara is what I wanted to change it to. Sure. By the way, I found something of interest that might come in handy. What is it? I'll explain the details later. Well, see you on the Courageous. Time to leave. Clara was welcomed aboard. Up I go to the Courageous. Again, on subsequent playthroughs, if you go back to where you fought the boss, you can get Black Records 1, which I mention every time it comes up because it's referenced in the next game, but you can only see it on a replay of this game. You have to play through this game twice to get full context for a scene in the next game. Is someone calling me? This is Reen Schwarzer speaking. It's me, Clara. You back on the ship? Good timing. I actually just got back. Okay, get down to the ship's hold when you get a chance. You're gonna like what you see. A sculpture. She didn't even give me a chance to respond. She was kind of cryptic by the ancient quarry, too. I wonder if she's talking about the same thing. Can't hurt to check it out anyway. I don't know if these characters will have different dialogue. Yes, that's the same dialogue. So, can I just fast travel to the hold? I get an orb. Wrong way. Where'd she go? There she is. There you are. I've been waiting for you. Oh, here you are, Clara. Clara. I want to say Clara, but I keep saying Clara. So, what was it you were going to show me? Well, it concerns this knight of yours. And it relates to the ancient technology I found near that quarry in Nord. Ancient technology? Check this out. Glowing rock. It looks like some really old tool that they couldn't bother creating something that you can actually see, so they just make it shine. And it appears to have a strange design carved into it. I found it in an out-of-the-way ruin near the quarry, and judging by the wall painting near where I found it, it's an ancient implement of some kind. Apparently, it'll let me make orbs with special abilities within them. Wow, you just happen to find it and it lets you make an orb? So convenient. Which can be used to power up your knight. You can power up Valimar? That is indeed possible. Ancient orbs can be refined by using that tool to combine specific materials. Inserting such orbs into my core will raise my basic parameters. That's incredible. You can really do that? That wall painting's given me a good idea of how to make them. Yeah, all you need is a wall painting to work with ancient tech to improve a mech. Bring me the materials and I'll take care of making and inserting them for you. You will? Are you sure you can manage? You make it sound really easy, but it's hard to imagine it will be. I'm used to working with stone. I doubt it'll be all that different from sculpting. I take it you don't mind either, Valimar? Or whatever your name is. I leave it to you, Meister. It really doesn't take you too long to adapt, does it? Still, we're only going to keep fighting stronger enemies in the days ahead. And these orbs sound like just what we need. Indeed, make good use of them. Reen, there is another matter of importance we must discuss. It concerns a new power of my own. Spatial translocation. Spatial translocation? It is a once sealed ability of mine that has been restored by the heightening of your mana. This will allow you to call upon me in battle regardless of location. Really? I know we could get some great use out of that. I'll be counting on you, Valimar. Acknowledged. I will be here in this hold should you require me. Meow. Power down. It's a new craft, apparently. Nice pet you got there, Schwarzer. Well, whatever. Take this. It's one I tried making earlier. HP Orb 1. Is this one of those orbs that you were talking about? No. One of the things she tried making? Yep. We'll just call them EX orbs. Ancient orbs is too much of a mouthful. EX. Ancient. EX. Ancient. Same syllables. Unless it's X orbs. I'm going to call them ancient orbs. If you gather up the materials... I won't. I'll call them EX orbs because that's how I'm going to read it. If you gather up the materials to make more, come and talk to me. I'll be around here working on my own art while waiting for you. Awakener's Call craft. Using this craft allows you to battle by controlling Valimar for 3 turns. Valimar's attacks are incredibly powerful, but he can only be summoned once per battle. Calling him consumes 500 of Reen's EP, so choosing the best time to use this craft is key to getting most from his summons. It's a craft, but it doesn't consume craft points. That's really strong. However, keep in mind that there are certain battles where this craft cannot be used. Probably, it can't be used for battles where you would actually want to use it. Summon, consumes 500 EP, no craft points used. You can now make and insert EX orbs. Make them, insert them. Strengthen his parameters, makes him stronger. This applies for both of them, both types of battles with them. There's only 3 slots. There are HP, there are power, there are shield, there are speed. With 3 slots, it's basically going to be HP, power, and speed is my guess. But it's going to be power and speed always. And then either HP or shield. Because damage is the most important. Well, speed is also damage reduction. Something about art. No offense, but I don't really feel like reading it. Make orbs. Create. HP. 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 Power, power, power. Shield, shield, shield. Speed, speed, speed. So, I could get a attack 3 and a speed 3. Attack 3 and action 3 and use those to make a power and a speed. Let's go see that real quick. Over this way. Can I make those? I need more attack 3s anyway, but... Oh, I can't even make an attack 3. I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, if I can't make the best one, I don't want to make any. I mean, I shouldn't view it that way. I should just use them and then replace them, but it just feels bad. I'm not going to trade any of this yet. I'm low on time, fire, and mirage. I don't have excess fire, so I wouldn't use it for that anyway right now. Same with time, so I don't have enough to spare. Do I have any slots? I don't know. Yeah. Next, that is the end point for today, though. That was productive. Not story-wise. Nothing really important happened for the story, but mechanically a lot of progress was made. So it's time to wrap it up for today. Next time we'll be continuing to explore different regions aboard the Courageous.
Where do you want to go?
We have Gorelia to go to, and we have Legram to go to. Those will be in the future. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.